Hi guys, it's week 1, day 2. I hope you're doing well. This week is all about balancing blood sugar levels, and I would like just to tell you what that means, because I do believe that if you know the science also behind what happens in the way you feel, what happens in the body, and why I'm asking you to do certain things, then you probably are more motivated and willing to go ahead with it. So, blood sugar balance. At any given moment in our blood, we need a little bit of sugar, a little bit of glucose. This is normal. Our brain relies on sugar and our muscles. So this is normal physiology. Problems arise when we either have too much sugar going around in the blood or too little. And the body is always trying to strive for a balance, for homeostasis. So the body has good mechanism in place to make sure that our blood sugars are within a tight range. Unfortunately, it's the lifestyles, is what we eat, the way we lead very stressful lives that get in the way. So it's not just actually food that can increase blood sugar levels, but right now we're talking about food. So what happens? When you wake up in the morning, blood sugar levels are low because we've been fasting throughout the night, usually 10, ideally 12 hours without any food. So you wake up and you're in a rush, you are going off to work. Let's say you have your usual cup of coffee, you put a teaspoon of sugar or tea with some sugar as well, and you have, I don't know guys, let's say you have a bowl of cereals. One of those ones that comes in those colorful, lovely boxes, right? And maybe you wash it down with a glass of orange juice. Now what happens then? Quite a sugary breakfast. Coffee and tea, rise blood sugar levels, even if you don't put sugar in it. I explained this to some of you. It works in a different ways, but they're stimulants. They go and kick in the adrenal glands to produce cortisol. So still, the sugary cereals, lots of sugar, wash it down with an orange juice. Again, what happens? Blood sugar levels will go up quite quickly. This is normal. Let's say that about up here, insulin kicks in. And I'll put an I there. Insulin, you know, it's a hormone. Let me just move this a little bit forward so I hope you can see it. And there you go. Yeah, that's better. I hope that's better. Right, so insulin kicks in, is normal. Blood sugar levels are high, and insulin is just doing its job. And its job is to pack away excess glucose in the blood, put it away and store it in the cells to use later on. And because insulin in a healthy body is doing its job nicely, is effective at what it does, it will bring blood sugar levels down pretty quickly as well. So this is what happens, right? Now, up here, after you have your coffee and your tea and you're heading out of the door, you feel good, right? You've got this short-lived burst of energy. But as the blood sugar levels come crashing down quickly, whatever goes up has to come down, and if it goes up quickly, it will also come crashing down pretty quickly too. When you're around here, and you could be, I don't know, you arrived finally in the office, all of a sudden you think, oh dear, I'm hungry, I'm feeling hungry. And then you think, oh, I've just had breakfast about an hour ago, 2 hours ago. Or you start to feel a little bit shaky, a little bit irritable. It varies with people. Some people have sort of brain fog, and usually what you do, you know, let's say you're in the canteen, in the office, or you know, some of you might be at the at the surgery. There are some biscuits lying around. You grab a cup of tea and you think, oh, that'll keep me going for another little bit. So you give, you know, your body another sugar spike, and insulin will kick in again, and this is going to happen again, right? And then let's say a couple of hours after that, you're still hungry, so we triggered insulin again. You're hungry, another couple of hours later, you grab a sandwich quickly, or I don't know, a pasta salad, perhaps not a lot of proteins there, and your body keeps doing that. Sorry, I ran out of space there. The idea here is to show you that what you're doing is you are triggering an insulin response frequently in the body. And this, unfortunately, the sugar levels are going up very, very quickly. And this is a dangerous zone. We don't want this. When insulin has packed all the glucose away in the cells, the first place where it will put it is your liver. It gets stored as glycogen. Then it goes in the muscles, for a short burst of energy that you're running for the bus, for instance, and you need it. And then the excess sugar that is in the blood, insulin will turn into a fat storing hormone, and it will basically dump it down around your belly. This is what happens. Not only that, in terms of energy, these ups and downs, sugar swings all day long are not good, because when you're up here, are all ready to go and you think, everything, you can take on anything. But when you come crashing down here, this is also a danger area. You're feeling low, you're feeling moody, you're hungry, but you shouldn't really be hungry if you've had breakfast like an hour and a half ago, right? And some people are shaky, some people become even anxious. Why? Because sugar fluctuations throughout the day also affect your brain. Do you remember, as I said at the beginning, that the brain needs a little bit of sugar throughout the day? But ideally, the brain likes a stable and constant supply. It doesn't like spikes like this. And also what happens is, that may not happen to all of you, but certainly a lot of people I see in clinic, what happens is in the evening, at the end of the day, you might be feeling physically tired and exhausted, but your brain is still awake, and you lie down there in bed thinking, oh God, I've got to sleep now, I've got to sleep. And your brain starts to rave. And you start to think, oh God, I haven't done this today. I haven't ticked that off the list. And what was that I was supposed to buy? Blah, 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 blah. The brain is still buzzing because of all of this. So what do we need to do? We need to keep blood sugar levels as steady as possible. For energy, for weight loss, because we don't want to be in a fat storing mode. We want to be in fat burning. So what do we have to do and how we do it? Quickly, before I bore you out of your brains, guys. Now, I'm not sure you can see the bottom one, but you'll get the idea, right? Maybe if I lower it a bit. Okay, that's it. Right, so in an ideal world, you wake up in the morning and you have your breakfast and you have your nice overnight oats that you've prepared the night before, and you put some slow releasing carbohydrates. You put some nuts and seeds, so you've got proteins and good fat. So you eat, blood sugar levels will go up. Yeah, a little bit is normal. Yeah, steady. And then they will go down also in a steady way. And then you get to midday and you are hungry, and you reach for, a couple of oat cakes with a little bit of nut butter, or some celery sticks with some hummus. Again, slow releasing carbohydrates, some good proteins there. It will not give you a sugar spike. You will not be in the danger area. Blood sugar level will go up, but again, they will come down gently. And as you have a lovely dinner, a lovely curry with some brown rice, again, slow releasing carbohydrates, good proteins, blood sugar levels will be even throughout the day. So basically, this is what you want to achieve. It's green, and green means go, right? It's okay. So here you will be in fat burning mode, and your energy will also be even. You're avoiding all of this, and hopefully your brain will also benefit. So how do we do this? 3 ways. We add proteins every time we eat. Good quality proteins, you choose fish, eggs, meat, nuts and seeds. We also make sure we choose slow releasing carbohydrates. So we get rid of the sugar, the proper sugar we put in our teas and coffees, but also all the white stuff, all the bread, the biscuits, the cakes, your coffee monster thing that you grab at Starbucks, you know, those mochaccino, babyccino with tons of cream on top and sugary caramel, plus the muffins, right, are not doing your body and your waistline any good. So, proteins every time you eat. Slow releasing carbohydrates, and I mean the dark grains, the rye breads. If we're avoiding wheat this week and gluten, so go for wholemeal breads if you have to, or brown rice, quinoa, oats, buckwheat, this sort of things. Add some good fats. Fats don't make you fat. It is sugar and refined starches and carbohydrates that keep on triggering the insulin response. But good quality fats don't do that. So make sure you add that. Olive oil, avocados, olives, nuts and seeds again. And again, if you're having difficulties balancing your blood sugar levels and you are doing this all day long, this yo-yo, this cycle is a vicious cycle, and you're aware of this, then it's beneficial if initially to make sure you bring your blood sugar in balance again, you eat regularly. What does that mean? You have your breakfast, then you have a snack about 3 hours later, and then you have your lunch, and then you have another snack again. In the meal plans, I said have your snacks if you are truly hungry. We will speak about hunger at another time. But now I'm saying if you know you are now in this scenario, it will help to keep your blood sugar levels steady if you have your snacks when you need to. Right? So, recap. We don't want to be in the danger zone. We don't want to keep triggering the insulin response. So, we add proteins every time we eat. We put slow releasing carbohydrates. We add very, very good beneficial fats, essential fats. And also, we eat at regular intervals. I hope this, guys, makes sense. And if you just take one massive thing away from this program, these 21 days, please make it this, because this is the key to many, 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 many other things that then happen in the body. I'll speak to you soon, guys, and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.